Ladies and gentlemen, rock fans from wherever you are, whether it's the world, the universe, and welcome to another episode 8 of March reviews, where we're reviewing the albums released in February, and from 2024. That was 25. So, welcome to my wonderful panel, to Trish and to Paul, and thank you also to Andy and Dom, who are sunning themselves at either a wedding or holidays, a beach somewhere, who cares. They have listened, they have voted, and today's album, or this episode's album, is Perfect Plan and Heart of a Lion. Heart of a Lion! Marvellous. So, let's start with you then, Paul, because let's be honest, you're Welsh. You, Paul, have a heart of a lion. Was this a perfect plan? Was this last album your best and favourite album, or was it your worst album? Talk to me.
Well, I've got to correct you. I've got the heart of a dragon, because I'm Welsh.
Yeah, but the album is... Yeah, but the album's called Heart of a Lion.
I just wanted to correct you there.
Well, you shouldn't, because the album was called Heart of a Lion, and the segue was...
Yes, it is.
And so, therefore, the segue into you was the heart... Because you were brave.
I don't have the heart of a lion. The heart of a dragon. I'm cold and calculating.
I thought you were warm and fuzzy.
No.
Like Idris. You're definitely Idris the dragon. So, what do you think?
Okay. To all fellow Martians out there, or Martians as we should call them for this month, Swedish rockers' Perfect Plan for their fourth studio album have put together a superb AOR melodic rock recording in Heart of the Lion. Although there is that 80s sound track, or too tough, drags the Survivor sound into the 2020s. Ready to break, turn up your radio, are pacey and urgent, but the latter part of the album seems to lose this energy, even though they do have that magnum soundscape to their tracks. But I enjoyed the album overall. And that's coming from a dragon, not a lion.
Talk about lion and our lioness. Trish, what do you think? You're on mute, Trish. Oh, Trish. Oh, Trish. Oh. Please hit the like and subscribe button so that we can get Trish better equipment so she doesn't perform like this again. Thank you very much.
Get the staff, can you?
Thank you.
Okay.
Embarrassing.
What I was saying was the singer's vocals really reminded me of David Coverdale from Whitesnake, which isn't a bad thing at all. As we all know, that era of rock is at the root of how I got into listening to rock music as a teenager. I know my music taste in rock has changed more to progressive, dark melodic rock, etc. The 80s hair metal will still hold a special place in my heart, especially when it's done well. And this album is just that, very polished. My favourite track on the album is Lady Mysterious. This album transported me back to those days. It has a real feel-good factor to it, with the obligatory ballad thrown in for good measure. Is it perfect? That's for the listeners to decide, but it certainly grabbed my heart.
Oh, because it's the heart of a lion, and you have a heart of a lioness, haven't you? Yeah. Well, we can't hear you because you're on mute again. We can't hear you go raw. You're gonna go. If you're gonna go raw, we're gonna hear you go raw. You can't just go silent raw.
I'm slightly worried.
That's better.
That heart out of someone.
I think I might be about to do that. Oh God. Yes, it's 80s hair rock. Yes, it's AOR. Yes, it should be my cup of tea. But it just wasn't. I just found it a little bit bland and samey, a bit generic, really. Well performed, well sung. Just didn't really grab me. I think I look for something of this ilk, into something that's going to be a little bit different and a little bit bringing something new to the party, because there's a lot of this sort of bands around. And whilst they definitely cut above your typical generic kind of 80s, that sort of style rock, it just didn't do it for me. It just didn't, I don't know, no. It was just okay. It was listenable. It was okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it though. It was just all right. I'd say for me, just a little bit bland. It didn't. I listened to a lot of this sort of stuff, and it just didn't. It just wasn't anything new to there as well, I'm afraid. So, and I think, but maybe because Paul mentioned Survivor there. Survivor were one of my least favourite bands from that sort of era. Anyway, just I didn't find them a bit bland. But anyway, apart from a few tracks. So though, let's find out if it gets more than 4. It gets into our album of the year show, or gets into the Hall of Fame, and then maybe shortlisted for album of the year. Let's find out, shall we? Paul.
I'm going to give them a good start so that they can make a step towards getting into that Hall of Fame, and I'm going to give them a 4.
Wow, that's your top mark of mark of the month, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I give this a 3. Dom didn't like it. Probably his worst album of the month, 2.5. Andy gives this a 3.5. But you know what? There is still hope. There is still hope, because if the goddess of 80s rock were to give this album a 5, she professes that this is it captured, and remark my words, it captured her heart. The 80s will always be, in her heart. As one of the main, even though she's gone off and loves metalcore and all of that jazz, at the heart of it, it's still 80s rock. So if she were to give this a 5, it may well get into the Hall of Fame. Trish, reveal all.
It grabbed 3/4 of my heart. I gave it a 4. Why am I like this?
Oh, Trish. Trish, it wouldn't have got in. It wouldn't have really got in if you give it a 5. It would have got 3.9, and then it would have felt even shorter.
She would have needed to give it something like a 7. Or
no, 5.5 it would have got in. But anyway, 3.4, scored 17, 3.4, which is pretty solid score, really, from that perspective. So we blame myself and Dom on that one. More so Dom, come on, mate. Get with the plan. Anyway, Jess,
wait there. We've come to the end of March.
We have.
Not one of the recordings have hit the Hall of Fame.
No, there was 2 that were really close. I think if you go back to episodes 4 and 5, so close. There was a couple that were so close. Super, super close. They were like half a score away. And if you listen to the albums, you'll find out who didn't quite get them across.
We'll have to see what the next half brings tomorrow. Yeah,
we will. What the next half will bring. Anyway, so thank you to the harsh scoring, dream crushing Hall of Fame bane that is Paul, to the goddess that is Trish, and to Andy and to Dom, and I suppose a fun farewell to Bangers and Mash Dave, special mentioned. Maybe one day he'll find more time and come back to us, because he was a stalwart of the show for a couple of years. We love him. Anyway, in the meantime, do you agree with us with Perfect Plan? Do you disagree? Hit the like and subscribe button so we can afford to get a printer and a spell checker, and a mic for Trish, and keep on rocking and keep on safe. Thank you very much. Goodbye for now.
Bye.